Could do another Carb Cup. You know what? Why don't we just jump in the Carburetor Cup? Do another one of those. That starts in 4 minutes. So we'll do another race in the Carburetor Cup at Talladega. Last race it was going good. Started in 18th. Didn't get the best qualifying. Made up a lot of ground and a couple of there was a couple of wrecks, and we we made up some serious ground there. So yeah, we ended up touching first place. We got up there. After reviewing the replay, it looks like the guy in the 81, I think it was a 22 he hit. The guy in third place bumped the left rear of the guy in second place, which pushed him into me. I was on the high side, and it spun us around, and it wrecked it out. So we didn't end up placing first there. Definitely had potential for it, but you know, things didn't work out in our favor. So didn't end up getting that one. Ended up in 10th place, and that was one heck of a run. I'll tell you what, that was very exciting to say the least. So we're gonna jump here in the Carburetor Cup, and we might be able to just jump right on over into Daytona right after this. And that one starts, what did that one say? Oh, 9:30. So yeah, we have 48 minutes until that one starts. This one should take about 15-20 minutes. And yeah, I mean, there we go. If you guys didn't notice, this is Scorpio Sting 1186, and you can find me on YouTube under the same handle, Scorpio Sting 1186. And if you want to link up on iRacing, just go ahead and look me up, Michael W. Smith. That's my handle. That's my name. And that's what you can find me at. So we're just gonna go stick with our normal settings here. Get the -8 on the steering offset. Got the 16:1 steering ratio. Give it a little less twitchiness, and you know, a little bit more. Gotta turn the wheel a little bit more for it to get in there and get to turning, and that's all right here because you don't want it to be super twitchy whenever you're coming into close proximity to another car. It can get a little sketchy at that point. And you know, same reason we dropped out of the Are You Afraid of the Dark race there at New Hampshire. I don't want to ruin anybody else's race, let alone ruin mine. So we try to just drive, you know, as clean as possible. All right. If you guys want to see a victory that I put up last night, I was racing around Talladega in the Radical SR8. I did about 6 races there last night, and I touched first place in every single one of those races except maybe 1 or 2, and I think 5 of them made it up onto the YouTube channel. And you can see the whole race, and then you can see the replays afterwards. You know, I'm doing commentary the whole time. And then the last race that's up from last night there, it's the I think it's number 15 or 16 at the Are You Afraid of the Dark, and that one that's a victory. The guy that I was racing against, he tried to take first place at the very end. He was just drafting with me, and he tried to snag first in the last corner, and it was very close. He went down low, and I ended up winning by a headlight. It was a beautiful race. Lots of there was some decent action in that one. There wasn't a whole lot of fighting for it. When I got up there, and I held it. I held onto it tight like it was my first victory, because it was. That was the first win that I have gotten in iRacing. I've been playing it since December, January, somewhere in that time frame. And I love it. I did a lot of Gran Turismo Sport, and you know, cut my teeth on the road courses there. And then I did a lot of Gran Turismo back in the day growing up, and it's a lot of fun. Anybody have any any track requests, just you know, throw them in the chat, and I'll see if I can get to them. And we will go from there. All right. So here's the practice before the race. So we got to go ahead and set our car back up, since the setup doesn't carry over from the initial practice. Excuse me. So once again, -8, 16-1. It's a fixed setup race. Other than that, you can adjust those minor details. Trying to get to my preferred page here before everything starts. See if I can stay below that yellow line so I don't get the black flag for exiting the pits. Unsafe manner. Ran that one a little high. I hit the display cycle instead of the shift button there, so that was fun. And here we go. Let's just run a couple practice laps here in the qualifying session, and then we'll go ahead and jump into another race there. What was the next one again? What was we? Oh yeah, we was going to do the Daytona race. I'd like to get in a race at Charlotte tonight. That should be fun. And that practice session is over. Somebody's over here doing donuts. Should we join him? Should we join him? Nope, not enough time. I was gonna join him. Burn the tires off that machine there. Alright, so that's only in the practice session right before the race. You know, I saw somebody do this here. Back up a little bit and then go to get a little extra mile per hour or two out of it. But what I didn't get about that is it's still, the pit exit is still the pit exit. You can only go 55 until there, which is, you know, the same thing everybody else can do. So I don't know how they got any extra speed out of that, but you know, there's always little tips and tricks that I'm trying to learn. If you guys got any tips and tricks, you want to throw them in the comments section, you want to private message me, or however you want to do it, let me know. I'm always willing to listen to other drivers, other racers, and just kind of see what it gets me, where it gets me, and how it helps me get it done. So throw that information in there. This is the first night live on Twitch. All my other nights have been streamed straight to YouTube, so this is the official start of the Twitch stream.
Green flag, green flag. Here comes your timed lap.
Alright. First timed lap. Let's just hold it nice and low, hugging that line, hugging that line. Came up off it a little bit there. Some wind tunnel, a little bit of wind tunnel action. Shoot it right back down here to the apron, just above the apron. There we go. There we go. Get some more wind tunnel, just a little bit. Any little bit will help here on this first lap, and then the second lap is where we're just going to hold it down on the bottom line. Just the whole lap. Okay, so first place on that one. It's qualifying me on the pole. I doubt that's gonna hold. We're gonna cross our fingers and hope that our second lap is faster. If I qualify on the pole here, I will be very happy. Alright, drop back into second with that time. Ninth. There we go. I figured it wouldn't hold. That's how it always happens whenever you get out on the track first. You get you get first place qualifying lap. Alright. 51.519.
There's the flag. It's over.
Okay, that bumped me back up into number 1 spot. Wow. A lot of people already put down laps.
That's what, Mike?
Right on, Josh. Thanks, bud. Now, if I'm not mistaken, you're going to be starting on the bottom with me, and let's just run away with it. What do you think?
Yes, sir. I'm all about that.
All right.
I'll dump you all in the first turn.
All right. Watch out for Isaiah. He said it.
I don't trust anybody in this series, honestly. I don't qualify. I always start from the back.
If I'm being honest, this is the first pole that I've got in the Carburetor Cup, and there's still 30 seconds that it can be snatched from me.
Good old crab cup.
I mean, the fact that it's not a race that affects your license, I think people drive differently in it. So, I mean, you know, it kind of can breed problems.
I don't trust people who don't qualify.
I don't trust people who say they don't trust people who don't qualify.
Oh, goodness. Hey, Arthur, nice lap time, man.
Wow, look
Thanks,
at that, guys. I got the pole.
Might be the fastest one here.
I qualified on the pole there, folks. I'm pretty happy about that. That is
Figured I'd give
nice.
you all a head start.
Let's take a little picture of that.
I'll clean up on aisle 3. Yeah, I mean, it is carb cup. I used to kind of get upset when it was wrecked, but now it's like, who
1
cares?
lap to green. Line up on the inside. Pit road's closed.
All right. I mean, shoot. Here we go.
Let's have some 15 laps of some good racing, boys. Come on, let's go.
Second lap, there'll only be 4 cars left.
Most likely right. But, I mean, you don't get shit for winning, so you might as well just have a good race, right?
Yeah, have fun.
In a perfect world, that's how it would be.
There's been many races here. Give and take. Live to run one more lap, and it's awesome racing. Don't get greedy, guys. Live to run the rest of the race.
Everybody here don't have a year under their belt either, so. John, where are you starting?
I'm starting in 14th by 1/10 of a second.
All right, bud. I'm up in 10th. If I see you,
Man,
I'll run
this-
with you.
This is great. This is just great. I'm stoked.
10-4.
I got the pole position. We're going racing, ladies and
Big
gentlemen.
super slow car
I
from
get
Days
to,
of Thunder. Look for me. I'll be out there.
I get to start the pack, everything, all of it. Nice. Got a victory last night over there. Are You Afraid of the Dark?
Paint.
Then tonight we're gonna go ahead and jump into the Carb
That's it.
Cup and
Love that paint scheme.
get a pole
Oh, yeah,
position
I'm loving
qualifying.
the champagne and beer.
I like
Gotta love it.
Cognac.
Gotta love it.
And then I'm right next to him in the Bush beer car.
Bush.
Yeah, I was gonna say, don't you mean Bush?
What's that?
I was gonna say that.
Going on green, going on green.
Green means go.
Good job on the pole, driver.
Right on, John. Thanks, bud. See, that's the cool thing. I didn't have a headset set up for a while, so I was just driving. You know, I didn't hear, you know, wasn't able to communicate with the other drivers, wasn't able to, you know, anything, not chat with them, nothing. Got the headset set up. I'm really glad that I did, just for the simple fact that we can have that little back and forth. And, you know, like I was talking to Mr. Fisher back there, who's directly behind me right now.
Down, boys.
And he, you know, we were chatting it up like, yeah, let's run away with it. You know, we can, you can team up with people. You can, you know, you can apologize if you screw up, which is a big thing. You know, if you wreck somebody out or even, you know, involved in a wreck and might even think that you could have had something to do with it. I've seen, you know, in other YouTube streams that I watch that, you know, people, they like, you know, you get that apology out there.
One more time.
And, you know, it just kind of eases the tension. So that's a good thing. We're getting ready to go green here, folks.
Green, green, green.
Alright. I was hoping I didn't screw anything up on the start. Third gear. Fourth gear, let's do this. Alright, cruising.
Dude, when you get up high, you can't come down on the car inside of you. You gotta stay high until you're clear.
They already wrecking back there?
And that's why you qualify.
Yep, don't be afraid to bump me, Fisher. I can hang it.
All right.
All right, 192.
9.7.
We just gotta keep a nice.
Good news is it wasn't me that dumped you guys.
Keep a nice solid line.
The bottom here, man.
Yep, there you go, Josh. Just like that. And he backed off right when we came into the corner. Nicely done.
You're pushing hard, appreciate it. Number 31.
Hey, ladies, if we're gonna be checking up, let's call it.
49.654.
Watch yourself.
All right, just cruising it out.
Really, number 8?
Yep, doing good. Josh got a nice little kiss on the rear bumper. Nicely done, pushing us up to 2 bills. Oop, wrecking.
Ah, come on.
Ooh, that outside line is pushing.
Clear outside.
All right, that inside line helped us out.
49.6.
8 car all over the fucking track.
Sorry in advance for anybody that doesn't like swearing. Can't control the other racers. All right, Josh, give me a push, bud.
I know that was an intentional guy behind me, but it still sucks, damn it.
Here's the thing, if we run smooth the whole race, our chances of actually finishing in first from a pole qualifying position is, you know, it's doable. There's a lot of times that you know, you won't get a first place finish on a pole qual. So it's nice to have a smooth driver behind me that's just pushing us up. And I don't know how far away from the pack we're running.
I was trying to stay off the 7 there. I got ran into behind.
There we go. Nice bump. That outside line's got to run, though.
Car outside.
They got to run, though.
Clear outside. Car outside.
Hey, leaders, where do you want me when y'all catch me?
High side.
Gotcha.
Haha, this time I get to tell him where to go instead of being the guy that gets told. Mr. White is catching,
Clear.
and he is
Car outside.
coming. Come on, Josh, get it, buddy.
Clear.
Nice
Outside.
bump.
Clear outside. 49.348. Outside.
Stand low for you guys.
Much appreciated.
Thanks much.
Clear.
Beautiful bumping and driving by Josh. Second pole position qualify ever. So it just happened to be here at Talladega where I won last night in the SR8. And I'm really glad we jumped over here from the New Hampshire race in the SR8 because I wouldn't have done anywhere near this good in that race. I'll tell you what, because I've never driven that track.
Yo, Robert, let's see if we can catch the leader.
I got a couple laps under my belt here at Talladega. Nice high-speed track. You can just pedal to the metal the whole time. Stick the line, stick the line.
I'll be staying low in the trioval.
Ooh. Thank you.
48.866.
Man, I really wish this race affected the license, because I could use a pole and a win on my license. You guys saw it. It's a 3.15. The pole qualifying position there just kicks you up. That is just a huge bump. Not only that, but a win. 0x is a heck of a bump. I know 0x itself is a nice bump, but a win with 0x, that one's got to be something else. That's good. I mean, obviously, it's the most points you can get, especially if you're leading all the laps. Now, same thing gonna happen tonight that happened last night. I think this gentleman behind me that's helping us along here, he's gonna try and make a move come the last lap, which if I was him, I would too. You know, run up front the whole race, have patience, wait for your time to strike. Let me think that, you know, we're teaming up and then just get it.
I'll push you.
Clear. 48.941. 5 laps to go.
We are still out front, led every single lap
41
here at
here.
Talladega.
Glitching a little bit.
Car
Ooh,
outside.
28's making a run. Come on, Fisher. Keep it up, bud. We can do this. Just stay low. We got the low line. That 28 wants it, though. He's hungry.
Clear.
I believe Fisher's going to get himself a friend request. In fact, I'm darn sure of it. 'Cause he's got his line, man. He can hold it. He can drive it. And he can team up, man. He can drive for the good of the lead pack. He's got that that floor it and drive into me. And then the ease off so he don't spin me. He's got that down pat. So I'm thinking he's going to get a friend request. Maybe we can team up on some other races.
849.
There, get some cooling. My oil temps high.
Roger that. You can take that first lane, stick your nose out there, cool it off a little.
Let's push it.
49.192 outside.
Just that little bump that he jumped back. These guys over here in the high side are coming. Dang it.
You're in the middle, 3 wide, be careful, clear, 2 wide.
All right, drop back into third. Second to last lap. Sorry, y'all.
40.
Got a little loose.
2, 1, 6. Clear outside, white flag, 1 more lap to go.
Oh, horrible.
Trying to pass below the yellow a little bit, wasn't you?
Yeah, I got a little low. I knew that lane was opening up in that little short corner coming up, so I was anticipating that.
Damn it, 31, I'm sorry, man. I was trying to push you to the win. I went with you because you were a Chevy. I'm sorry.
No problem. That's what it's for. That's what I expected.
Drop back into 7th. Man, lost it. Nice driving, Josh. Nice driving, lead pack. Way to get it done.
There's the checker flag.
Yeah, man, that was fun.
Great job, driver.
You managed to hang on to it when I got squirrely and went up and touched you. Good job.
I got a little bit of a 4X, but it didn't affect me too much.
It was fun, guys. Appreciate it.
003, we didn't get a good start, but it was good racing with you. You too, Mac.
Man, that's just disappointing. Them guys, man, they waited for their moment and they took it.
Sounds like a pretty good lobby. I mean, I didn't hear a whole lot of bitching, just a lot of things.
Nice win, driver. Good job. Yeah, what?
Oh, is that you in front of me?
Man, I couldn't get back straightened out and get on the back up on the track.
Oh, somebody just blew his engine trying to push me.
That was a good race, man. I definitely enjoyed that one. Definitely enjoyed that one. It's always fun getting up in first and staying up there, definitely.
Nice win, Tim. Good job, driver.
All right, that's a 1 NASCAR. All right, next I'm gonna cut this stream. Actually, we don't even. Oh yeah. Oh, I have to stop the recording. Let me see if I know how to do this here, folks. See if I can just bump this the recording. We need to go hurry up and jump into. See, we can either do Daytona. What time was the? Oh yeah, the Carb Cup's 9, or the Daytona race. Was that 9:30 or 9:15? That one's 10. Might have been 9:15. Yeah, it might be. 9:30. Okay. All right, gonna take a few minute break here. See if I can stop recording.